In the barren desert coast of Paracas, Peru, a discovery in 1928 would challenge everything we thought we knew about our past, and possibly our origins. A team of archaeologists, expecting to uncover yet another burial site from a long-gone civilization, stumbled upon something that froze them in place. Over 300 skulls, carefully buried, eerily preserved, and most shockingly, elongated, far beyond the range of human normalcy. At first glance, many assumed these were the result of traditional head binding, a practice seen in many ancient cultures to elongate the skull for ritualistic or aesthetic purposes. But as they examined them more closely, unease crept in. These skulls were larger, heavier, and some had no sagittal suture, the natural seam that every human skull possesses. This wasn't just body modification. This was something else. For decades, the world remained skeptical. These skulls were locked away, dismissed by mainstream scientists, and the deeper questions were buried, just like the remains. It wasn't until 2014 that things took a truly chilling turn. DNA testing was finally performed on a sample of the Paracas skulls. What the researchers found sent shockwaves through the small circle of those who dared to ask questions. The mitochondrial DNA, which is passed down from the mother, revealed mutations unknown to any human, animal, or primate species. The markers simply did not match anything in the global DNA databases. Some were so far removed from the human genome that one of the geneticists involved said bluntly, "They were not from this world." But the physical abnormalities and the DNA weren't the only puzzle pieces. The hair found on many of the skulls was naturally red, a trait incredibly rare among native South American populations. And then came the stories, whispered through generations by the local indigenous people. They spoke of tall, pale-skinned, red-haired beings, the star children, they called them, who came from the sky. These beings were said to be teachers, bringers of knowledge, who taught astronomy, mathematics, and the secrets of the heavens. According to legend, they didn't just visit, they stayed. They mingled with the ancient people, left their mark, and perhaps their DNA. So now we are left with a haunting question, one that the textbooks refuse to print. Who were they? Are these the remains of a lost race of ancient humans? Or something more? Could we be looking at proof of ancient contact with beings not of this earth, visitors whose presence has been buried in myth and dust for over 2,000 years? Whatever the answer is, one thing remains clear. In the windswept sands of Paracas, someone or something was here long before we were ready to understand them. And maybe they'll return.